Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another union reading, a divine union reading for twin flames. This reading is a timeless reading, so if you are finding it outside of the day that it was uploaded, there's still a message for you. I am still traveling this week, and so I am kind of limited in my space and also in the number of decks that I have with me. So this week we're just going to be doing one card and we will talk about that. And so today the reading is coming from the Life Purpose Oracle cards, and I've been pulling from this deck for all week so that we can get an overall picture of what's going on within twin flame unions. And the bottom of the deck is what I'm going to be pulling from, because typically when you're doing a card reading of any kind, the overall energy is actually the bottom of the deck card. This is not for, maybe this is different for however you do your readings, but this is how I typically do my overall readings. Is the bottom of the deck is the energy of the entire reading. I felt like this was fitting for the union card that we're going to look at this week. And so the card that we have today is travel. And while I'm traveling, so this is very appropriate card for me. But I feel like for twin flames, this is also, it could be physical travel. It could be, maybe you're being called to go to your twin flame. Maybe you're being called to go somewhere that you need to learn something or do something. You'll know in your heart what that is when you really feel into that. But I think deeper than this, it's really traveling in terms of, like going within yourself and transcending. And this is kind of a broad interpretation, I realize, of this card, but like that's kind of what it feels like. It's like, yeah, you can have physical travel with a card like this, and maybe that is what everybody's doing this week, is traveling. But it does feel like a transition period is kind of what it comes up. Is like this transition between maybe your old life and your new life. Maybe this transition between, maybe being friends with your twin flame to actually being romantic with your twin flame, or, not hearing from them to hearing from them. The travel card is more, transition rather than physical travel in terms of energy is what I'm feeling. This is a time of great change. I can feel it in my union. I can feel it in, kind of the air, so to speak. There's like a vibe of change, and, Twin Flames Universe just had their end of an era sale, and it does feel like an end of an era. It does feel like the next wave, the next new energy is coming through, and I feel like all of us can feel that in some way. I think a lot of people are moving. It's a big time of moving for a lot of people in the summer. People transition from home to home and things like that, but that's because there's like this underlying energy there of things about getting ready to change, and we're like ushering in that like fall energy. And even though it's not fall yet, we're still mid-July, we're getting there. We're getting to that fall, like changing transition period. And so I feel like that energy is kind of already here with us and coming about. So, if you're feeling like you're having like this transition energy in your twin flame union, embrace that. You don't have to be afraid of change. Change is of God. It's not something to be scared of. It's not something that you have to cling to the old ways. It's really important to surrender and let go of anything that you think that change means, because God is ever expanding and changing and flowing, and, things only get better and better, and they can't get better if you're clinging to the old and saying, no, I will only accept this. They get better as you just surrender and say, yeah, like whatever it is for me, God, I will have that, and I surrender to your path for me. So, don't be afraid, surrender, and allow God to guide your next steps as you're moving through this transition period. And if you're actually physically moving, that is a transition in and of itself, right? Because, not that you're, your blocks and your upsets will change or not change regardless of where you are. They'll still manifest. You still have to move through your feelings, but sometimes part of our healing is accepting those next steps. In my case, God guided me to go to a new place, and I'm just following that feeling. And if God is guiding you to do the same, then just trust that will have great healing benefits, and will be supportive of your twin flame union. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you'd like support healing in your twin flame journey, if you'd like to go deeper into what this transition energy means for you, you can find my services at sacredtwinflameunion.com, and I will see you in the next video.